requested. Hanoverian succession. The Hanoverian succession refers to the transfer of the British throne from the House of Stuart to the House of Hanover in 1714. Here are some key points about the Hanoverian succession. 1. Background. The House of Stuart, which included monarchs such as James I, Charles I, and James II, had faced various political and religious conflicts, including the English Civil War and the Glorious Revolution of 1688. The last Stuart monarch, Queen Anne, died in 1714 without leaving any surviving children to inherit the throne. Bill of Settlement. Anne died childless. Rising threat of Jacobites. Different efforts were made time and again. Union of Scotland 1707. James Edward was an obstinate man. Harley and Bolingbroke 1714 sided with Whigs. Shrewdness of Whigs too. Act of Settlement. In 1701, the Act of Settlement was passed by the English Parliament. This act specified that the Protestant descendants of James VI and I, the Stuart monarch, would inherit the throne, bypassing any Catholic claimants. This excluded many Catholic members of the Stuart family, including James II's son, James Francis Edward Stuart. Number 3. The Elector of Hanover. Since the Act of Settlement excluded Catholic claimants, the nearest Protestant relative was Sophia of Hanover, the granddaughter of James VI and Fur. However, Sophia died shortly before Queen Anne, so her son, George, Elector of Hanover, became the heir to the British throne. 4. George Thurst. Following Queen Anne's death in 1714, George Thurst of the House of Hanover ascended to the British throne as the first Hanoverian monarch. He was the Elector of Hanover at the time, and his reign marked the beginning of the Hanoverian dynasty in Britain. 5. Impact and transition. The Hanoverian succession brought stability to the British monarchy and consolidated the Protestant succession. It also established a closer relationship between Britain and the German territories ruled by the House of Hanover. 6. Hanoverian monarchs. The Hanoverian dynasty continued to rule Britain until the death of Queen Victoria in 1901. During this period, notable Hanoverian monarchs included George II, George III, who reigned during the American Revolutionary War, George IV, and William IV. The Hanoverian succession was a pivotal moment in British history, marking the transition from the Stuart dynasty to the Hanoverian dynasty and ensuring a Protestant succession to the British throne. The Hanoverian monarchs played important roles in shaping British politics, society, and the expansion of the British Empire. Here are the headings from the text. 1. Hanoverian succession. 2. Background. Bill of Settlement. Anne died childless. Rising threat of Jacobites. Different efforts were made time and again. Union of Scotland 1707. James Edward was an obstinate man. Harley and Bolingbroke 1714. Sided with Whigs. Shrewdness of Whigs. 3. Act of Settlement. 4. The Elector of Hanover. 5. George Thurst. 6. Impact and transition. 7. Hanoverian monarchs.